Hey everyone, this is Josh from Excel Outdoors. It's currently about -30 in Canada's Arctic, and let me break the ice. I'm just an accountant who likes spreadsheets, watched a lot of Outdoor Boys, and want to see if I can do this myself. I don't think I'm quite ready to make it for the full night, but who knows, we'll see.
Welcome to Canada's subarctic, a place where the lakes are vast, the forests are quiet, and every step teaches you something new. This here is Vee Lake, just outside of Yellowknife. It's far enough from town to feel remote, but close enough to learn, make mistakes, and return when necessary.
Trip with the winter tent, and my truck is not starting. Nothing. One trick one of the old guys at the Ford dealership used to say is if you hold the key in the turn on position, the solenoid will heat up, something like that. They had to do it when the trucks wouldn't start on the lot. Hold it for about 10 seconds, then try again. 1, 2, then turn off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Whew! It worked. Let's hope that doesn't happen while I'm out there.
Yeah.
Next job, try to get the snowmobile started.
I just bought this sled, trailer, and toboggan earlier this month, and today is my first time actually taking it out. I thought I knew what I was doing and spent a few minutes trying everything I could think of to get it started, but just wouldn't start. It's been -30 for over a week, and it's been sitting there. It turns out I had the kill switch on the whole time. Classic mistake. Once I got that sorted out, I was able to pull it to life, and I was ready to hit the snow.
Got it going. Next, clean up the truck. It's been a long time to get the snowmobile on my trailer, but after careful backing up, we got it on. Now it's time to head out to Vee Lake. You can hear my truck idling. So double check everything's good with a little bit of movement.
Welcome to Yellowknife, a little city with a big personality. It's got a population of around 22,000 and tourists come from all over to see the midnight sun in the summer. This is when the sun barely sets and it feels like daytime all night. You could leave the pub at 2 a.m. and it looks just like it does right now. In the winter, people come to watch the northern lights dance across the sky. It's cold, remote, and full of mosquitoes in between, but somehow it's home. For someone like me, it's a perfect jumping off point for learning the outdoors. Today I'm heading to Vee Lake. I chose it because it's far enough away to feel wild and remote, but close enough if I mess something up, I'm not stranded for days. It's a lake that's beautiful, challenging, and forgiving. It's the perfect classroom for a spreadsheet-loving accountant like me to try to figure out the winter adventure. Then there's my truck. Well, it's sometimes a trusty truck, but it's got this ticking engine noise, starter issues, and makes me wonder if it's going to give up halfway there, but somehow it keeps moving. Every time I try to start it feels like a gamble, but a little suspense on top of an otherwise peaceful drive, it's part of the adventure, right? It's time to turn left towards Vee Lake and see if I survive. This lake isn't just a destination, but also an access point to Walsh Lake. There's a paved ice road used for people's cabins. This is generally maintained by a company drilling for gold. Alright, here we go. Starting to feel real now. This is gonna be my first time getting the snowmobile off this sled, or off this trailer, so let's see how we do. Right here. See how this goes.
I did not think that was going to happen. Flip that once we find a place to camp. Trusty homemade mallet, never know what you're gonna need. This is my first time loading up this trailer, or this toboggan. I'm going to have to do 2 trips, bring some wood, get the tent set up and warmed up, come back for the rest of the gear. I got some food here I'll leave. Snow pants I'll wear. Alright, game plan is, we got the sled loaded. We're going to have to come back for food and water. Plan is we'll go pick out a spot, set the tent up, then we'll come back before the sun goes down. It's only 11:30 in the morning, but we only have about 3 hours till sunset. So yeah, we'll make the most of our time and see what happens. This is my first time hauling the sled with the toboggan on it, so this is a bit of a learning experience. I'll point out later I forgot to strap the backpack down as well as the items in the toboggan. I had some bungee cords that I should have brought. This is a boat launch where we go canoeing in the summer, and obviously we can snowmobile on the lake in the winter. To the right was the ice road to Walsh Lake where they drill for gold and there's people's cabins. I decided to go left to Vee Lake because there's a bit less. It's more secluded. So right now we're on the lake itself. So there's already snowmobile tracks and someone was driving a vehicle. I should have probably checked the ice myself, but everything looked pretty solid. A lot of people take ice augers, especially if they're ice fishing. Then you can actually check the depth of the ice itself. This lake here is beautiful in the summer and the winter. Up ahead on the right, it might be hard to see, but there's a beaver den. Me and my daughters and my wife were out canoeing and seen some beavers playing around, which was pretty cute in the summer. So this is me just driving around, checking out this end of Vee Lake. I haven't actually been out here before this deep. I stopped previously by that beaver dam in the canoe. So there's a houseboat here. So I kind of checked that out, seen that they were driving. I want to get away from them just to give them privacy as well as myself. Lots of tracks on the snow though. I think there's a lot of dogs that get taken out here to run, but also potential for wolves, foxes, etc. This is me kind of looking for a spot that I can pull off the lake itself. You don't really want to camp on the lake because the ice is a big heat sink. Ooh. I'm not sure the best place to go. I'm looking for a spot that I can actually get into the land off the lake in case the ice isn't quite thick enough. Oh, my chin's freezing. So I'm going to scout out this spot, circle this lake, and then if there's nothing good, I'll keep on trucking. I'm very lucky. I completely forgot to strap that backpack down, as well as strap this gear down. I was in a rush. Live and learn. So yeah, we're out on Vee Lake. It is gorgeous out here. I think I'm gonna try to set up camp up on this rocky outcrop. That way I don't have to sleep on the lake tonight. But we'll have to carry a 100-pound tent up this. So let's see if it's even possible. Looks like it's doable. It's not gonna be super flat, but how to make this work? Or just set up down there, make my life a little easier. First time, we're gonna go down there. I don't want to carry this tent up. Whew. I think this is still technically a lake, but it'll be shallow. It's not a good spot to put this guy. Actually, I feel to put it on the sled. First goal is get the tent up. My feet are actually getting pretty cold. And then try to get some heat in there so I can warm up. I gotta get back to the truck before sun goes down, get my food, water, booster, all that stuff. Alright, get to work. So yeah, this is my first time setting up the tent in the winter. So what I'm doing here is putting down the insulated floor. So this tent I'm using is RBM, I think it's Russian Bear. It's the RBM Hexagon. So it's effectively a giant yurt that you can snap up pretty quickly. So the insulated floor will hopefully give us a little bit of heat. Well, not heat, but insulation from the snow. That combined with my sleeping pad should give a somewhat comfortable sleeping arrangement. So taking out the tent now, they over-engineered the bag, which is nice. It's quite a large leather bag, pretty tough. So yeah, I got the floor down, got the tent. So what you do is effectively unfold it. It folds up kind of like an umbrella almost. Very similar to ice fishing tents. So you basically get the wall down, pull, there's a pull tab on each wall, so you snap it out. You go to each side and do that. Hardest part's actually popping up the roof at the end. So you'll see here, popping out each wall. Then I got to get inside of it itself, and then the tricky part is getting that roof up, which you'll see. So yeah, all the walls are done, centered it on the insulated floor. Let's see what's next. Yeah, get inside. Trying to stand on the floor so the tent doesn't move too much, but you'll see it kind of gets a little tricky here once I get that roof pushed up. Anyway, there it is. It's effectively a mobile yurt though, which is pretty sweet. Lots of room for me and my family. This is the first test. So yeah, it's kind of nice that it includes a vestibule, so you can put that doorway down if you want to, but I like to pop it up. I don't know if I have it on video, but later I put the tubs underneath it so you can get a bit of a better There, we got the tent set up.
head clearance.
Let me get some heat going. I think it's around minus 30 at this point. Whew. So yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do, I brought this Mr. Buddy heater. I'm gonna use this to help preheat the tent while I learn how to set up the stove. So come inside. In the tent, we're sitting about -25. Try to get some heat going and see what we can warm it up to. Starting to heat up a little bit. These on. I should have packed a bunch of the snow down. We'll know for next time. I didn't quite have everything figured out. Let's see if we can get some heat for a minute. Probably take a second to get this going, but I used to use one of these in my previous garage that didn't have any heat. Whew. Sometimes -30, -25. This type of fuel doesn't want to go. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Oh, we almost got something. Come on. Let's catch. Oh yeah, there we go. Man, you do not appreciate heat until you go with it. Oh, this floor is so lumpy. Alright, now I feel like I got a shot. Alright. So I think my game plan, take everything out of the toboggan, throw everything in here, empty out one of the tubs, leave this heater on, run back to the truck, get my food, water, extra battery booster for the truck in case it doesn't start, and I brought a tire inflator. I'll do a full gear review video after, but in the tent right now, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's -25. I think that's what, -10 maybe, or Fahrenheit, so -25 Celsius. Alright, I want to get all my bundles back on, head towards the truck. I'll load the toboggan first. First thing I'm going to do, we'll get on that sled, empty out this backpack so I can use it. The one I forgot to strap down. Also, I haven't put any spikes into this tent yet, into the ground, so we might have to deal with that. I got a -18 sleeping bag, another -18. I got pillow, sleeping pad, little chair, rope. I'll wear this on the way back. It's already starting to warm up a lot. It should be nice and toasty by the time I get back. I'm gonna have to find something to do with my boots. I already tracked a bunch of snow in, so I have to figure that out. Alright, sled should be a lot lighter too. I'll just leave this in the back. Hopefully. A nice trusty axe. Take the garbage back to the truck. Alright, let's gear up for a sled ride. Should be able to go a little faster without bogging. Whew! I just dropped that selfie stick on the GoPro. Luckily I found it in the snow. Didn't even realize. Alright, let's get rocking. We made it back. That's a Vee Lake. Whew. In the summer, a lot of people do canoeing, biking, or not biking, boating. A lot of cabins on this lake, and then the connecting Lake Walsh. Walsh Lake's where I want to go camping after I survive this round. All right, let's get the rest of our gear.